Yeah, smilingly on for once. Sorry that I've come on a few minutes early. Yeah, basically, I need to. It's not very sexy or romantic. I need to get my last bus, basically. So, I've had to come on a little bit early because I've got like an hour, I think, and I'd also like to go to the public house on the way home. But yes, you guys don't need to know that. So, Liverpool 4, Galatasaray 0. I must admit, it's a refreshing change to be actually happy coming on the way home. Yeah, it was an absolute bloody annihilation, basically. The thing I've got to say is, I'm just trying to find a place to sit, by the way. Regular subscribers will know Millennium Place is now my new home from home to do this sort of thing. Yeah, I'm just going to sit down for a few minutes and talk to you guys. Just to obviously make you guys aware, as per usual, this will be on YouTube audio podcast, and it will also be on YouTube video as well at some point tomorrow. If you are out celebrating, as I am doing at the minute, well, I'm not celebrating at the minute, but I'm going to go to the pub and celebrate shortly. Here we go. Right, let's sit down for a second. Yeah, and I'll just tell you about some bits and pieces that I've got coming up as well. Like I said, it's not very sexy, but I need to get my bus in about probably an hour, 50 minutes. So I'm not going to be on too long. Yeah, probably the first place to start is, I mean, look, I'm really pleased with one. Obviously, don't get me wrong, it was a fantastic win. Lads, but look, fair play. We've all been criticising Liverpool for weeks and weeks on end. That's the performance of the season, without a shadow of a doubt. The guys were brilliant this evening, absolutely brilliant. I saw most of the match. I was just coming back from the gym. I've just been for a pint to watch the second half. I'll be completely honest. There are areas in Leeds where you can basically watch the football for free. So if you saw some random bloke near to Leeds train station throwing his arms up in the air, basically it was me. So yeah, there is a little angle that you can watch football, which is pretty sweet. So there we go. Yeah, 4-0. Like I said, the lads were absolutely brilliant. First place to start is Galatasaray. I mean, goodness gracious me. I'm not being rude. That was pretty appalling, to be honest. Possibly one of the worst away teams in the European Cup I've ever seen come to Anfield. Absolutely shocking. I mean, to be honest, look, I will take a 4-0 win any day of the week, twice on Sundays at the moment, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, they were abysmal. Like, completely and utterly abysmal. They're very, very lucky that we didn't have our shooting boots on this evening. I mean, like I said, look, there were some really fantastic goals that I'll get to in a minute. But, I mean, Liverpool, that could and should have been 10-0. They were so poor. Like, I'm just trying to think of examples, actually. It was just like when their midfield, basically, every single time Dom, Maka, Gravenberch broke on their midfield, we just basically ran through. It was like an equivalent of how shocking our midfield press has been this season, but in Galatasaray form. Honestly, I genuinely, I don't think I've ever seen a side that poor. Possibly ever at Anfield. It was absolutely shocking, to be honest. I mean, like I said, look, I'm delighted Liverpool won, and like, to preface this, the boys played very, very well. They were absolutely brilliant tonight, but Galatasaray were hopeless, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, starting from the first half, obviously we get the goal through Dom, lovely work, free kick, obviously training ground routine. If you think of the Man City goal that we scored last year at the Etihad, I think it was, yeah, the Salah goal, Yeah, no, it was a Salah, wasn't it? It was like that well-worked free kick. It was basically kind of like that. Really, really good. Well set up. Excellent strike by Sobbo, who was, I mean, he was just, look, Fenway Sports Group, please, please give this man a contract. I don't care if he wants 40 million quid a bloody day at the moment, to be honest. Just give him the man this contract. Honestly, he is... Look, for me, other than Declan Rice, maybe a couple of other people here and there, I mean, I can't see a better footballer than Dominic Szoboszlai in the Premier League this season. The guy is absolutely just completely sensational. I'm just going to get up for a minute because there might be some very strange... this is the problem with doing these things outdoors. You get a lot of drunk people in the centre of Leeds. But yeah, no, the goal was, it was really, really well worked. Then we had, oh, let's have a look. Hello, I can't pronounce your name, dude, but hi, how you doing? You all right? Just give me 1 second. Sorry, so I'm outdoors in Leeds, and I think there's 1 or 2 very, very drunk people, so I'm going to have to be a bit careful. Yeah, no, so basically we were out playing Galatasaray completely, and then the bit that I arrived at was when we got that penalty with Mo Salah, and it's a good job he scored a worldie, because that penalty was arse. It was absolutely dreadful. Oh, it's Luke, CR7. Hi, Luke, are you all right? Oh, thank you very much, mate. That's very, very nice of you. Cheers, love. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why Szoboszlai didn't take the penalty, because Mo basically got it, and he didn't look confident at all, to be honest. At all. Oh, the drunks are having a fight. Here, guys, if you stop on long enough, you might actually see a fight here. This is quite amusing, actually. Hi, Luca. You're all right? How you doing? I will give you a shout out. Hello, it's Luca CR7. Hope you're doing all right, dude. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it doesn't really matter in the end, to be honest, because we've won 4-0. But I mean, the penalty that Mo Salah took, I mean... So I have a mum who has rheumatoid arthritis. I would have rather had my rheumatoid arthritis-ridden mother taking that penalty than Mo Salah, given what he produced. It was, honestly, it was diabolical. If you haven't seen it, diabolical, absolutely bloody awful. So yeah, I mean, he's got away with that tonight because obviously we got the win in the end. But honestly, I would prefer that Dominic Szoboszlai was on penalty duties for the rest of the season, I have to say, based on that. Leo likes donuts. Hi, Leo, you all right? That's my father's name. I think I've said that to you before, haven't I? Hi, mate, you all right? How old am I? I am... put it this way, if you add 23 and 23 together, you've got the right number. Sadly for me, unfortunately. And then, like I said, just very, very quickly, guys, the second half, I mean, look, we played really, really well, but I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was like we were playing a bloody Conference Southside or something. That's being... wow, you're very young. No, I'm honestly, it's Luke. I am not young at all. Not young at all. I'm going to be 46 in... when am I going to be 46? In 7 weeks' time, I think, something like that. But yeah, no, the defending the midfield press from Galatasaray, honestly, I've never seen anything like that in the history of my life. It was shocking. Obviously, it was a great ball by Mo, Ekatike finish, absolutely fabulous finish. Hey, JCT, how you doing? You all right? Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks, mate, not too bad. All good. Pleased that the Reds have won for a change and not given us a heart attack. So yeah, all good, all good. And then literally Gravenberch scored. I mean, I don't know. It was. I'm not totally sure actually. I think it was about 40 odd seconds later or something like that. We all, because I've just watched it in the pub, as you might have gathered. But we all thought he'd basically missed it. It looked like it had gone past the post. It was this really weird angle, but it was a really, really good cultured finish. that put us in charge. It was pretty much game over from there. We then scored, I think we've had, I'm not totally sure, I think we've had about 4 or 5 goals disallowed tonight. I can't actually remember. I know Maka had one disallowed for Virgil van Dijk jumping for a header and the goalkeeper falling on his arse, which was, I mean, if you haven't seen it, by the way, that decision, it's a very, very good job that that wasn't 1-0, because the crowd would have gone mental. Fortunately, it was 4-0, so it doesn't really matter. But I mean, some of the goals were disallowed by that ref. I mean, Jesus Christ almighty, what on earth is the... well, he must have been drinking what the Galatasaray people were drinking. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it in my life. JCT, who do I support? Oh, hang on. Mighty Reds, JCT. So yes, very, very happy tonight. Yeah, so Gravenberg got the third. I can't remember. Someone got a goal disallowed. Who was it? Was it Mo? I can't quite... Oh, yeah, no, it was an own goal that got played in. Oh, didn't see it. Hang on, wait a minute. You see that? Who won the match? Liverpool. We won 4-0 in the end. It's Luca. It could have been about 10, to be completely honest. We were that much better than them. But, yeah. And then Mo Salah, if you've not seen it, guys, I would encourage you. I mean, I don't know where you all live, obviously, but if you're in England, watch Match of the Day or watch YouTube and just type in Mo Salah's goal against Galatasaray. It was brilliant. Basically, Dominic Szoboszlai, I think it was Dom that touched the ball off to Mo. He takes a touch, and then it's difficult to describe. He basically bends it right in the top corner. I mean, it was picture perfect, absolutely picture perfect. So you like Stevie G, I'm guessing? Absolutely, absolutely. I sneaked on just to watch your stream. Oh, thank you, Luke. That's very nice of you. Well, as long as you're not going to get into trouble. No, honestly, like, please watch the Mo Salah goal. It was absolutely incredible. It's not one that's like 40 yards out or anything like that, but honestly, it was so good. So good. Mo, unfortunately, looks like he's done his hamstring, which is not cool. What else happened? Verge had one disallowed for offside, not offside, for jumping with the goalkeeper, which was ludicrous. Salah hit the bar. I want to say Ekatike hit the bar. Like I said, the Galatasaray, I was quite impressed with them the first leg. Honestly, it was like a team of drunks turned up to Anfield and started kicking a football about. It was absolutely diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. If I was a Galatasaray fan tonight, I would be absolutely seething, to be honest, because that was just so poor from them, especially with some of the players they've got. Because obviously you've got Icardi, you've got Leroy Sané. I don't know if Gundogan was playing this evening. It didn't look like he was playing. Who else have they got? The point is, they've got a lot of very good players. But there you go. Do I have any kids? Yes, JCT, I have a little lad who I'm very much hoping, because I'm on my way home from the gym. I have a little boy who's 12, who I hope is fast asleep at the minute, but we'll see when I get back home. And I should have a wife who is in bed at the minute, sleeping, presumably, unless she's left me. I don't think she has, but there we go. Can I say you woo? You woo. Can I say you woo? I can, I guess. I'm staying up a little. All right, JCT, nice one. Like I said, guys, to be honest, I'm on my way home, so I will be on for a little bit, but I'm not going to be on for too long, because I know this isn't very sexy. I'm actually going to go and get my bus. That's about as exciting as my life gets these days. No, I've basically just been to the gym. If you don't know, I'm in Leeds. Just walking back through the city centre, just seen the Reds game. All good. And I need to go and get some food, because I literally haven't had a bite to eat the entire day, which you guys don't need to know about, so that's fine. I'll tell you what, I'll just take you through lovely Wellington Place. In fact, I'll tell you what, I will because people seem to like this last week, I will show you Wellington Place in Leeds. Just give me a sec. There we go. I don't live here, unfortunately, sadly. Let's have a look. You are the best. Oh, thank you very much, Luke. That's very, very nice of you. Thank you for the support and the shout out. It's really, really great. You is a weird thing that people say, so don't listen. Ah, right, okay. This is probably that my son, something my son will know about JCT, basically. Yeah, basically my little lad, because I'm an old man, my little lad has to teach me these words and phrases that I know nothing of, basically. He had to teach me what 6-7 meant, because I think it was about 8 months ago, and he came in and he was like, Daddy, I was like, yes son, what is it? And then he went 6-7 and then ran off, and I was like, okay. But then he kept saying it over and over again, and I'm like, I collared him at one point and I said, look, son, come here. He's like, yes, Daddy. What is this 6-7 thing? And basically, long story short, about a year ago, he explained to me what it was. But he's obviously 12, so his age group basically are still saying it now. 6-7 is so dead. Yeah, what I've heard, Luca and JCT, yeah. What does 6-7 even mean? Apparently, this is Wellington Place in Leeds, folks, by the way. This is my usual hangout to do these live streams outdoors. So this is Leeds. This is one of the nicest bits in Leeds, actually. Like I said, it's just a little area called Wellington Place. It's a really good place to come and chill out and do this sort of stuff without being disturbed. What does 6-7 mean? Well, apparently, JCT, from what my son's told me, there was a basketball game, and I think he showed me the clip, and basically someone dunked a ball, and I don't know who the lad's name was, but apparently he's now rich for doing this. He literally, someone filmed him or something along them lines, and then this young lad looks at the camera and goes 6-7. He does this with his hands, kind of thing. And apparently now this young child is rich, which is slightly infuriating for those of us who have been working for the better part of 25 years, when it's just some random kid going 6-7. But do you know what? Fair play to him. Get the money any way you can do, kids. Get the money any way you can do. I'll put me back on for a second. Right, I'm just going to sit down again. Ah, oh, yes. Oh dear. Rest those old bones. But yeah, no, in terms of Liverpool, guys, just very, very quickly, I'll read the comments in a second. Look, long story short, lads played really well tonight. I was very, very impressed with them. Look, Galatasaray were completely and utterly useless, but to be fair to the lads, they did the job, they did it really well. Look, none of us would have predicted 4-0. I would have taken a scrappy 1-0 win and winning on penalties at the end of the day, but fair play to the lads, they did really well. Got some good subs on as well. We got Nyoni on, we got Chiesa on in the end, Rio and Gamoa. I'm trying to think who else came on. Salah got replaced by, I will defer to someone in the comments because I can't remember. But yeah, all in all, good night's work. Obviously the Salah injury is completely unhelpful. I hope it's not brilliant, but because Mo doesn't really get injured, he put his hand up to the bench straight away and did the substitution thing, so that doesn't look especially wonderful, sadly. Hopefully it's nothing too severe, but yeah, no, in general, excellent night's work for the Reds. Only problem with that is it's wonderful, but our reward for that, like last season, is Paris Saint-Germain, sadly, and I would have thought it's probably, I'm not totally sure, but given the seedings, obviously with them being the European champions, I'm guessing they're going to be at home second, which means we're going to have to go to the Parc des Princes for the second leg. So I would assume that's going to be around mid-April, something along those lines. I will obviously be covering it. Basically, if you guys don't know, if you've not watched me before, I cover most Liverpool games. Sorry, I'm just getting back up, guys, at the minute, because I need to think about getting my bus. Like I said, not sexy, I'm afraid, but needs must. But yeah, basically, I cover Liverpool most of the time. So if you have a look at the channel, it's Geek Boy Meta 7381. All my Liverpool stuff, if you want to check it out, is that's a very good question. What is my Liverpool stuff? Geek Boy Does Liverpool. So basically all my content's on there. So there's match day vlogs, there's goals from Anfield, there's Geek Boy A Liverpool Story, which is the podcast I do. So basically this will end up as a podcast, if you see what I mean. So yeah, there's that. I've also got a section where if you just want to see the goals and not a random fat bloke with a grey beard, i.e. me, waffling onto himself, there's just a section that just says Liverpool goals and vlogs, I think, on the channel, something on them lines. So if you want to check that out, you can do. Like I said, I usually do a live stream after each Liverpool game, wherever I can do. There was something else I was going to say, and I completely forgot what it was now. But yeah, basically I usually cover Liverpool in quite depth. I've also got Reddit, where I've got like a Liverpool thing, Blue Sky, Threads, what else am I on? Various other things like that, basically. So if you want to check me out, you're more than welcome to. Yes, I will show you Leeds again. There we go, right. So this area, like I said, is still Wellington Place. It's not usually this noisy. Unfortunately, we have cleaning going on just over there. Yes, very inconvenient. Yeah, no, if you ever come to Leeds, I would recommend, there you go. Yeah, so it's just called Wellington Central. So it's just literally outside of the city centre. And if you're one of those that needs a little bit of chill out time, you can come down here, and there's really, really nice areas that you can sit and stuff. There's usually like a game thing just over there. In fact, I'll show you very, very quickly. It's like an office park area, basically. Yeah, no, it is really, really nice around here, actually. I come here just to chill out and get away from life. But yes, there we go. Yeah, so it's a really, really nice area around here. Right, I'm going to take you back towards the city centre and put my ugly mug back on, and I'll show you a bit more of the city centre in a minute. Sorry guys, I will answer the comments in a second, just give me one sec. Yeah, like I said, Paris Saint-Germain, look, I'm an honest lad. I don't think we've got a cat's chance in hell of beating Paris Saint-Germain. And unfortunately, we've also got Manchester City in the other quarter-final, which is the FA Cup. Again, look, I will be delighted to be proved right. Look, Man City aren't exactly the force of old, but I mean, they gave us an absolute booting when we came back from when we went to the Etihad early in the season. Obviously, they've done us in the league as well at Anfield, which I thought that match was slightly unfair in terms of the officiating, but I will keep that to myself. Look, I mean, I suppose it gives Arne a bit of credit in the bank, because if he gets Champions League, he can basically say, look, I've got us to 2 quarterfinals, got Champions League place. Obviously, we've got the League Cup final last year, and also on the league, obviously, it goes without saying. And then at least Arne can say, look, I've gone out to Man City and Paris Saint-Germain, who are 2 of the richest football clubs in the world. I mean, it's not great, but I mean, I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I can't see us winning either of them, quite honestly. But look, the good thing is, at least we've kept the season going. If we can get a point or better against Brighton, because that could be really difficult on Saturday. I think it's a morning kick-off, actually. Yeah, that's going to be super, super difficult. I would take a point against Brighton right now, to be honest. So if we can just go to the Amex, get away with something, then it's not been a bad winter for us. Obviously, we've had that 4-game spell, which was a bit of a bloody debacle. Obviously, we lost to Gala, which, looking at tonight, I mean, how on earth we lost to that side in the first place? Twice, no less. I do not know. I really don't. Obviously, we lost to Wolves in the league, and we've drawn with Spurs, and this is the problem that the lads have left themselves with now. If they take 5 points from that, basically, I think I'm right in saying that we would be 3rd. Sorry if it's a bit noisy, by the way. I'm just going through all the traffic in Leeds at the minute. Yeah, no, I think we would have been 3rd, or at worst 4th, like a point off 3rd, something along them lines. But they've now given themselves a huge problem in terms of Champions League qualification. So, again, the trouble is for Liverpool, they literally now need to win every single game they take part in. The only good thing is if we can get back... let me just try and cross the road. Can I cross the road? Oh, no, I'm going to get run over. If we can keep this going until April, obviously a certain Alexander Isak will now be fit from April. Apparently he's going to be not match ready, but he's definitely going to be ready. I'm just going to take through here actually, where it's a bit less noisy. Yeah, I'll show you a bit more of Leeds as well. So it's a really nice area around here. But yeah, look, if we can get back with Alexander Isak fit, and if I mean, there's a lot of ifs here, this, that, and the other, but if he can hit the ground running, if Florian Wirtz can play, Wirtz was really good tonight, by the way, as well. Jeremy Frimpong, actually, I was going to say the players, I've not even said about the players. I thought Frimpong was really good. Wirtz was really good. I thought McAllister was excellent tonight, really impressed with him. Sobbo was good, Gravenberch was good. There you go. There's a bar over there. This is like the posh area of Leeds, folk, basically. But no, to be honest, I thought all the lads were really good. Canate was good. Van Dijk, maybe not quite as good. I thought Kerkez was excellent. Alisson didn't really have that much to do, to be quite honest. So yeah, all in all, a very good night's work. Right. Yeah, I'm just coming into Leeds City Centre now, folks. So, sorry, I will read the comments because I've just been ignoring you guys. So sorry about that. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. What does 6'7" even mean? It means a basketballer's height. Yeah, that's it. That's it, dude. Oh, I do, but I never knew. Kubek from Polska. Hello from Poland. Hello, Kubek. How you doing, mate? You're all right. Welcome to Leeds. I actually work with a really, really lovely Polish lady in my other life. So yes, big up Poland. Big up Robert Lewandowski. Let me have a look, Luca. I'm from Scotland. Oh, you're from Scotland, Luca? Oh, fair play, fair play. I think we might potentially be going on holiday to Scotland, I think, this year. I'm not totally sure, Luca, to be honest, but I think my missus wants to go to Edinburgh at some point, so we might actually be coming up your way in the summer. Let's have a look. Not being rude or anything, but Liverpool has had a terrible season. Yep, agreed. It's unlucky too for the lads, but why Premier League is shocking. Yeah, no, I agree with you, JCT, 100%. I think we've been absolutely diabolical this season. Sorry, it's a bit dark here, so I'm going to put myself back on now. There we go, ugly mug again. No, I completely agree, JCT. It's, look, the only thing I will say, it's not, I've said this loads and loads of times, it's not an excuse. But we do have to take into consideration what these lads have been through with losing Diogo. Obviously, I know it's bordering on, what is it now, 10 months ago, I think, but you can't turn grief on and off even, sorry. And I think we all just need to remember that with the boy. And look, I've been guilty of it myself. I always said that I wouldn't criticise Liverpool this season, but it's one of these, obviously, if you're a fan, you can't help it, can you? Even if you can't just sit there and say, well, I'm not going to criticise to honour Diogo. Like, I really, really tried for like half of the season, but obviously you just forget yourself, don't you? So yeah, but obviously we do, like I said, we do need to consider that obviously the boys, but not as much as Diogo's family, obviously, but the boys have been through a hell of an ordeal. I mean, I can't imagine losing one of my friends and having to go back to work. Obviously Arna's been through it as well, and we probably all need to remember that a little bit, myself included. But look, it's just human nature. Obviously I've lost people that I loved, and you just kind of get over it, JCT, don't you? And you do just forget these things. Obviously I will never forget Diogo Jota. It destroyed me, to be honest, because he was my favourite footballer. I absolutely loved that man, absolutely adored him. And yeah, it was it was horrendous. I actually went to the Athletic Bilbao friendly. That's on my channel as well if you want to check it out. When Rio Ingabo scored excellent goal. But anyway, I went there and I had a shirt that I wrote Diogo's name on the back of, and I left it at the memorial. And it was really touching how many people came out to support him and his family. But yeah, it was horrendous, awful experience. Anyway, but yes, no, I agree with the general point. Obviously, performances haven't been good enough, and I mean, oh, sorry, I was just watching a goal in the background. Then, is there another match going on? Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, what was I saying? But yeah, no, the performances have been very poor, I have to say. And that, I suppose the thing, JCT, is we've just destroyed Galatasaray. And I mean, let's have it right. These are not a bunch of mugs. I mean, they were appalling tonight, don't get me wrong, but this is a very good football team. And we basically just took the piss out of them, absolutely battered them. Which leads you to wonder, like, how can you be so bad against Tottenham at the weekend and then absolutely just completely annihilate the Turkish champions? It's just, honestly, it's infuriating. It really is. We've just trying to think. We've beat. I mean, this season, this is one of my problems with Liverpool. We've beaten Arsenal, got a point at their ground, no less. I think we've actually done the best against Arsenal of any team in the league, which is just ridiculous. We've beaten Aston Villa, Inter Milan away from home, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. Trying to think who else we've done. Newcastle home and away. Who else we beaten? No, we lost to Chelsea. Sorry if it goes a bit dark, by the way. I'm just going to put Leeds back on for a second. There you go. Right. We're actually getting close to my bus stop now, by the way. That'll be fun for you all to see. There you go. That's Queen's Hotel in sunny Leeds. That's a bloke on a horse. There you go. But yeah, no, just what I was just saying was, like, I don't understand how we can be beating Aston Villa, the Arsenal, Real Madrid, and so on and so forth, and then basically contrive to lose to, again with respect, Crystal Palace, Brentford. Here we are, it's a bit lighter now. Trying to think, who else have we lost to? Wolves, away from home. And then conversely, we play Wolves 3 days later, and it's like a completely different. It's just so, it's so random. They're so inconsistent. Like I said, lads were brilliant tonight. Shout out Curtis Jones, by the way. He was absolutely bloody brilliant when he came on tonight. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, that was a bloke urinating, by the way, against the wall. I hope I haven't got him into trouble with his missus. If he has a missus, of course. Yeah, no, I genuinely, I don't understand. I do not understand how the lads can be that inconsistent, but anyway, I don't know. I do not know. Right, what else have we got? Who are you from, Geek Boy Letter? Oh, where am I from? Leeds. Yeah, this is sunny Leeds. Luca. Yeah, I'll put sunny Leeds back on again for you. This is where all the pubs live, basically. So this is where the big Wetherspoons is, on Beckett's Bank. And this is where my bus stop is. So I'm very much hoping, and I'm slightly concerned that there's no one there. Hopefully there is a bus for me to get. But yeah, I'm from Leeds, dude. I'm from Leeds. Let me have a look. Let's have a look. Shame on hey Elijah, you're alright. Shame on teams that travel to basically defend a 1-goal lead. Agreed. Yeah, they've got exactly what they deserve. Can you read my message? He can be patient. Yeah, sorry. As Elijah will tell you, I do have a bit of a habit of waffling on for hours, folks. I do apologise. I will get to all the comments in a sec. Let's have a look. I'm going to go now, getting late. Bye. Oh, no problem, JCT. Thank you very much for tuning in. That's been very, very cool. There are lots of people walking away from this bus stop, by the way. I'm getting slightly worried about this now. Oh dear. Is there a bus? Oh, thank goodness. Right, okay. Right. Folks, I have 12 minutes to the bus, by the way. So yeah, I'm going to wait round here. I'll show you a bit more of Leeds, by the way. There you go, it's a cool little bar up there. The very frantic Wetherspoons is just over there. It's very, very good Wetherspoons, I have to say. I'm not a huge fan of the odour, for obvious reasons. Anyway, right, I should put my ugly mug back on again now. There we go. Right, let me see if I can find somewhere light. Yeah, there we go, cool. I don't think we're going to get past PSG, but you never know. I don't know, Dana, sorry, I hope I'm saying this well. I think we'll be doing very, very well. Very, very well. Personally, I can't see it. But you are talking to the most negative Liverpool fan in the history of the world, basically. So, look, I hope the lads can prove me wrong, but I don't see us beating PSG or Manchester City. I mean, I'd be a bit more confident about Manchester City if it was at Anfield, especially after what happened, but I just don't see us winning each quarter-final. Look, I mean, put it this way, in November when I think we were, move away from this bus. I think it was late October, we were something ridiculous like about 6 points above the relegation zone, and we were in something ridiculous like about 13th place. If you'd had offered me at that point, 5th and 2 quarterfinals, I would have ripped your hand off for it, but obviously now we're here, then you kind of like, well, you want to... Look, I mean, obviously we need to get to the Champions League at bare minimum. We need to get something out of the season, but I couldn't honestly sit here and tell you that we're going to get anything from either, to be quite honest. I'm going to move us over the road, guys, actually, because one or two of the drunk students have just started falling out of the public houses. Let me just see, how long have I got to this bus? Right, I've got 10 minutes, cool. Right, let me take you over the road. But yes, let me start reading the comments as well. Never been a fan of Slot. I don't know, Dana. It's really difficult for me, that one, mate. It's really difficult because, look, I literally, one of my life's ambitions was for Liverpool to win the Premier League, which obviously we did in COVID, but it wasn't the same. And Arne Slot basically gave me like the one thing that I really wanted most in the entire world. Obviously not just him, the players. I completely refute that thing of it being Jurgen's team. Look, obviously it was Jurgen's team, but to suggest Arne Slot had nothing to do with that is nonsense as far as I'm concerned. I wouldn't even entertain a discussion on that subject. But obviously he's not done well this year. I think even Arne would say his coaching's been quite poor at times. Some of his substitutions are, but you can tell he's still... I don't know. I just hope we're not going to make a huge mistake here and Slot to basically go somewhere else, like, I don't know, bloody Inter Milan or somewhere like that, and he starts hoovering up league titles and Champions League trophies. Because, like I said, guys, this guy is a very, very good football manager. It's just he's not having a very good season, and my concern, and it's genuine concern, is what happens if we've made a huge mistake. Obviously it goes without saying Alonso would be great, but anyone expecting like the second coming of Jurgen Klopp, I mean, have you seen how Xabi Alonso's teams play football? Like, it's not heavy metal football. So anyone expecting that is going to be very, very disappointed. Xabi Alonso does not play that sort of football. But there we go. Here we are. To quote the Kaiser Chiefs, watching the people get Larry. Yeah, there's all sorts kicking off now. But yeah, there we go. Hey, I'm him. How you doing? All right, Meta Man. It's been a minute. Yes, Mr. I'm him. Yeah, I was going to say I've spoken to you, mate, for a while. How are you, mate? You all right? Isaac will come good, and so will Verts, but not under slot. Well, this could be the thing, Dana, couldn't it? I mean, look, I could be excuse my language, I could be full of shit, basically. Xabi Alonso could come in, ignite the place, and play a completely different brand of football. I do have a bit of a problem with the Isak thing. Not that we've got Alexander Isak, because obviously, look, I'm not going to complain about having a fantastic striker, but I do just wonder. Obviously, if Mo goes, this becomes a redundant point, but I don't know how. I don't know at the moment how they're going to get Ekatike, Isak, and Verts in the same side. I mean, one would assume that that's going to be the three, but like, I don't know. I always just pictured Verts in centre mid, to be honest, just a bit like Coutinho used to do. Obviously, Verts is a hell of a lot better player than Coutinho. No offence to him, but he is. I always just thought he'd just be floating around in midfield. I do agree with a lot of local fans. I do think we need a bit of pace on some of the wings. I'm gutted that we didn't sign Antoine Semenyo. One, because I am actually British Ghanaian, so I would have loved Semenyo. He's a really, really nice bloke as well, and he's played really well for Ghana, so I was gutted when we didn't get him in the end. But we do need someone like that. We need someone with a bit of pace. Maybe it's going to be Rio, I don't know. But he was really good, by the way, when he came on as well. Some of those step overs, he'd probably one or two slightly too many step overs. But yeah, what was I trying to say? I've completely lost my point now. Wish Elijah will back me up. I have a bit of a goldfish brain and forget what it was I was talking about. Yeah, but we do, like I said, we do need a few signings here and there, and definitely some pace. I am one of those people who has defended Luis Diaz to the hilt. In my opinion, I stick to my opinion. I don't. Sorry, I'm just getting a bus ticket out in a minute. Glamorous. I don't think we should have sold Lucho at all. And obviously, if you have a different opinion than me, that's absolutely fine, not a problem. But Lucho had pace and he could carry the ball up the field, and he was one of our people who could get us forward. He didn't always deliver, Lucho, and I will give you that, but one thing he did, he got Liverpool up the field, and I tell you what, that man worked his arse off as well, trying to get the ball back, and the drop-off from Lucho. I mean, even, look, I wouldn't want Darwin Núñez back, don't get me wrong, because I wasn't a huge fan, but one thing I'll give Darwin, other than when he was sulking, he worked his backside off for that team, and I just don't see the same, I wouldn't say effort, but I mean, obviously Salah and Gakpo have been slightly less hard-working, shall we say. Maybe not hard-working, that's a bit unfair, but you know what I mean, so yeah, I hope that makes sense. Frimpong was awful. Really? I thought he actually played all right, Dana, to be honest. I'll be honest, Dana, I didn't see the first 25 minutes, so you would probably know better than me, but I thought he was decent-ish. I didn't think he was dreadful, but I will bow down to your opinion if you've seen the whole match. Like I said, I missed the first 25 because I was at the gym, clearly. The gym is not working, obviously. Ibu was brilliant. Yeah, I thought he was really, really good. He needs a contract, like, urgently. I don't know what Fenway are doing about that, but it is getting to the point it's a bit ridiculous, because I know we've got Jacquet coming in, who's also injured, by the way. Giovanni Leone, obviously we've got them 4 new centre-backs. We've got that Adekoya, I think his name is. I think he came from West Ham, I'm not too sure. So I like what Liverpool are doing. Obviously we're buying centre-backs for the future and stuff, and that's great. But Ibu Konate is a Premier League winning, World Cup winning French international centre-back who is like 25, 26 years old, whatever he is. Offer him a contract, please, basically. I mean, look, to be honest, after what happened to Ibu and his family, obviously, again, tragedy. Obviously, he lost his father. Big up to the big man. He might want to go back home. And do you know what? I know people will kick off about it being a free transfer, but as someone that's lost his father, if Ibu went to Paris Saint-Germain, for example, and said, I need to be at home with my family, fair, you know what, fair play, mate. You go and be with your family at the end of the day. I mean, look, it's not our money at the end of the day, and obviously, look, we would lose Ibu's wages, which means that it would then free up other wages, but I would prefer to keep the big man personally, but that's just me. Hey, Damien, how you doing, mate? You all right? JCT, I fully agree, mate. I have to admit, you're fully right. Oh, thank you very much. Who do you think the best youngster is? What, for us? If you're on about us, definitely Rio. I do like Trey, actually. I think I feel a bit sorry for Trey because he's got a lot of traffic in his way, and I do worry. I know he's only 18, so he's got plenty of time. I do worry he might have a bit too much traffic in front of him. If you're on about best overall youngster, obviously I'm sure the young people would agree with me, mate. But I mean, I always mispronounce this guy's name incorrectly. Lamine Yamal. I always get the Y and the L confused. Don't ask me why. Lamine Yamal. Yeah, no, I mean, you'd have to go with him, wouldn't you? I mean, obviously that guy is mustard, to be fair. Hey, Finn, how you doing, mate? You all right? Hello, son. We dominated them. Yeah, no, fully agree, Finn. I thought the performance was fantastic. Like I said, shout out to the Reds. I did just think that's your dad. Yes, me and Finn are related, obviously. He's my moderator on YouTube. Well done, son. No, not really. It's well known as well that players are not getting on with... Yeah, no, I heard about that. I did hear about that. Sorry, I've just been walked into by two young ladies for some reason. Yes, Dana. Yeah, no, I did hear about that a while ago, and it's just like... I don't know. I'm not one of these with the players when it's just like, oh, I don't like the coach's coaching methods, blah blah blah. It's like, mate, you get paid 300 grand a week to play football. Crack on, put your bib on, and get on with it. Like, I'm a working class lad at the end of the day, Dad. And look, I appreciate obviously these footballers do far more than what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, they are still getting paid like millions and millions of pounds a month. And look, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst might be an absolute prick for all that, excuse my language, but like, that's, to be honest, with me, that's not really an excuse, and I never really have had an excuse. How do I put this on a live stream? So I have a situation that is roughly the same as the Liverpool players with Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, but in my personal life and position, if you smell what the Rockets cooking. And it is rubbish, and I do not like being with people who are who rhyme with farstoles. But you've just got to get on with it, mate. You've got to crack on and get on with it. Is this my bus? Right, I'm running across the road. Do you know what, actually, I might take you on the bus. That'll be quite amusing, actually. And people will be looking at me saying, what on earth is this lad doing? Let us know, actually. I know it's really a random question. One would assume you could film on a bus, right? Yeah, do you know what? For a laugh, I'll take you on the bus. I'm going to take you on here. There you go. Number 24, back to Beeston. Obviously, I can't show you exactly where I'm going for obvious reasons, because I don't want people coming to rob us if I can help it. But yes, I will take you onto the bus. Hopefully the signal works. Just give me a sec, guys.
Getting on this bus?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go first, you go first.
Go. Whoops-a-daisy. There we go, guys. Right, this is a new one for me. I've never done this on the bus before. I apologise about swearing, by the way. This is a A very interesting bus to get on. So I won't be on for too long, to be honest, because I don't want to hear loads of swearing and need to get told off by YouTube. Let's have a look. That's the football that I want. Liverpool to play. It's beautiful. Yeah, no, Finn. Honestly, it was excellent, mate. It was really, really good. Really enjoyed it. But Galatasaray was. I mean, honestly, they're one of the worst teams I think I've ever seen come to mind. Oh yeah, the ref. Right. Can someone tell me why on earth that goal from Verge was disallowed? Like, it literally, so the bloke jumps up, and hang on, that's where I was watching the football, by the way. There you go. Hello, Griffin. There you are. This is so random. I don't think I've ever filmed on a bus before. Like I said, I hope you're allowed to do this. But, yeah, no, Finn, it was one of the goals that Verge had disallowed was just, I mean, literally, all he does is jump up the keeper falls on his arse, and then referee gives the decision to the keeper. I was just like, what is that all about? I thought we should have had at least 2 more. I mean, to be honest, I think we should have at least 7 or 8, to be honest, or 6, 7 of the. There we go. Loads of little LFC fans live in Leeds. Yeah, they do, damn it, they do. Absolutely. I've been here for. How long have I been here for? 25, 26 years, something along those lines. I don't think Leeds hate us. At the same time, they're not exactly keen on us either, put it that way. But I don't think we're quite as hated as, like, obviously the likes of Man United and Chelsea and so on and so forth. But there you go. We play best in the Champions League. Yeah, no, I agree, Finn. I agree. Do you know what, randomly, Finn? I think we've actually got. I think we've got the best chance of actually winning the Champions League out of all of them, to be honest. I mean, like I said, I don't think we've got a hope in hell of winning the FA Cup now, because I mean, unfortunately, we've got the same problem in both competitions, because we're going to have to go through. You're talking, we could end up having to go through Man City and Arsenal in both competitions, possibly Madrid, Bayern Munich, and obviously we've now got Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, look, if we get through Paris Saint-Germain, then we have got a chance, don't get me wrong. I do. Genuinely, I just can't see it. And I mean, we got outplayed by in both legs last year, and that's when we were the champions, like a million points clear. Yeah, I'll show you the floor at Leeds. There you go. That's the sound of it from Leeds. We're going to South Leeds. Yeah, no, what was I saying? Yeah, no, I definitely reckon that if we beat PSG, we've got a chance on it. Genuinely, but I just can't see. I hope I'm wrong. I would be delighted to prove wrong, but we'll have to wait and see. Lamine Yamal is over 8. Bloody hell, crikey. Oh, well done, Finn. Nice one. 400,000 total views. I think, well, you're doing way better than me, because it's taken me years to get to my total. I think I'm on 1.2 million or something on them lines. I don't know. I think my watch hours, let me put it this way, in terms of this potentially being a viable option, perhaps, instead of my current circumstances. We're getting closer. I'll just leave it at that. Let's have a look. But yeah, well done, Finn, anyway. Newcastle was shocking. Yeah, I was going to say, I couldn't believe it. Did they lose 7-2 in the end? Because I checked it, because I went to the gym thing, and that rhymes, by the way. And when I was getting the gym kit on, it was like 2-2, and I thought, oh, that looks like a good badge. And one of my mates was happily texting me, he's a Newcastle fan. Funnily enough, he's not texted me back since the final whistle. God bless you, Steve. Yeah, then I did a few reps and everything. Went on the exercise bike, clearly, obviously. And then literally, like, I turned my phone back on just to change the playlist over. And it says 6-2 Newcastle at Arsenal. I was like, well, I mean, surely you can't be serious, but apparently they are serious. Newcastle lost 7-2, so I would also prefer not Barcelona. There we go. Of course, you can film on the bus. Oh, thank goodness. Excellent. Wow, love this. I know we won 4, but it should have been more. Yeah, no, I agree. 1.2 million is incredible, mate. Oh, thank you very much, Finn. That's very, very kind of you. Yeah, no, do you know what? From where I was, I'm actually quite proud of it. To be honest. Like I said, I can't guarantee that this is going to be the thing, and I don't want to jinx it, but as you know, I would very, very much like it to be the thing. Hopefully it will be, but if it is, it is, and if it isn't, it isn't. It's, we'll see what happens, mate, we'll see what happens. But you keep going thin with your stuff as well, mate, because you're, like I said, I'm about 3 times as old as you are. You've got plenty of time for it to do this. If you can hit it now, mate, just keep going with it. You keep going with it. But yeah. Let's have a look. 7283. I'm having a bit more. That's the sound of the police. Right, that's 2 lots of police fans. Oh dear. Welcome to South Leeds, everyone. Let me just have a look. Arsenal will win the Prem, unfortunately. Hey, Jay Celtic, how you doing, mate? You're all right. Yeah, I'm assuming you're a bit happier with life. With Hearts dropping all them points recently, haven't they got? Have Hearts lost last couple of games? Oh, I'm getting tired. Got to go, man. Oh, no problem, Finn. I'll see you soon, mate. You take care of yourself and have a good night's sleep. Well, I was going to say, folks, I'm not going to be on. I'm not going to be on for too much, guys. Hey, yeah. How you doing? You all right? What a bloody shock. What, Liverpool winning or me doing this on a bus? Yeah, no, I'm as shocked as you are, yeah, to be honest. I don't think you need to worry about playing us in the final, though, because like I said, you've got Sporting Lisbon, but Arsenal will absolutely annihilate them. I wouldn't be surprised if that's something like 7 or 8 nil on aggregate. No offence to Sporting, but Arsenal are just far too good. And we've got Paris Saint-Germain. I hope I'm wrong. I just hope that I hope I am wrong. But there we go. Arsenal, yay, come on you Gunners. Yeah, both, yeah. Well, yeah, to be honest, I was just enjoying chatting to people, yeah, to be honest, and all of a sudden my bus turned up and I was like, I kind of want to stay on for a bit, to be honest, and I just thought, do you know what, sod it, I'm just going to do this on the bus. Yeah, there are some, 1 or 2, Anyway, yeah, welcome to sunny South Leeds, folks. Yes, Hearts are so bad now, we're winning the league, I can feel it. Well, yeah, obviously you've got the form, Jay Celtic, haven't you? I mean, obviously you know how to win these things. I don't think Rangers will win it personally, to be honest. But yeah, well, that's what it's in. Then again, I'm not the best in the world with football predictions, so don't take anything I say remotely seriously. Let's have a look. Love the bus stream, by the way. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Standard, standard. Celtic and winning nothing. Hey, you guys don't argue with each other. I like you both. I like you both. No fighting children on the street. Oh, very joking. A bus stream. Well, this is a new one, isn't it? Yes, no, folks, like I said, I'm going to start wrapping up because obviously I don't want to be putting exactly where I'm nowhere near my house at the moment, but for obvious reasons I can't put exactly where I live. I don't think Mrs. Meta would be hugely impressed, to say the least. But yes, what else do I need to say quickly? Also, I need to eat some food. Do you know I haven't had a single bit of food to eat today? Literally nothing. I literally got off. Work was chaos. I went for my lunch break at work at 5 o'clock at night. Yes, my lunch break 5 o'clock at night, and then literally got chased back in by certain people at that establishment who were nameless for obvious reasons, to the point where I actually had to run and go home, and then I needed to go to the gym, then Liverpool playing, and then I've been on with you guys, and now it's 11 at night, and I still haven't had any food, but there we go. Yes. Anyway, what on earth was I telling you about? What was I telling you about? Come on. Oh, yes, right, okay, cool. Right, so I will be on, folks, tomorrow. It'll be the AEW stream. Actually, you know how I'm doing a bus stream? I might be doing it from another location as well tomorrow. Slightly closer to Mommyville. Let's put it that way. Again, I can't tell you totally where it is for obvious reasons, but yes, I might be doing live stream somewhere else in Yorkshire, and I might be slightly earlier. I'm not totally sure. Friday night is Toy Shorts Friday. Oh, I had a bit of a result with the Toy Shorts folks, by the way. I managed to get, this is really, really sad, and if you're not into toys and stuff, they're fine, but I managed to get, like, I think it was 15 Toy Shorts the other day, so those will all be on the channel, because I was running very, very low, sadly. So that's on Friday. Saturday night I'll be on for the late night SmackDown show. Oh, thank you, yeah. That's very, very nice of you. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one of your comments there. Tell Mrs. Meta I've bought storage galore for my Lego. I will do, yeah, I will do. She's, yeah, no, she loves her storage. Absolutely loves the storage. And I think I'm on my own now. Oh, God, yeah, actually, yeah, I can talk a bit more, folks. We've got rid of the pond life. I should really be careful doing that around here, to be honest. Yeah, in fact, I'll show you a little bit of Beast, folks, because I'm going to get off in a second. In fact, you can help me get off the bus. I'm sorry if I fall off, by the way. There we go. Right, just give me a second, guys, just while I get off the bus. Cheers, mate, thank you. So, and here we are, folks. This would be sunny Beeston. Yeah, in fact, let me just go over somewhere that's not so dodgy. Look, it's not the worst place in the world by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't want to insult my own hometown, because I was born here, but it's not somewhere that I come back to with fondness, put it that way. But no, there are some good people around here. It's just there's one or two scallies basically. So yes, but yes, this is Beast. Yeah, so very, very quickly, folks. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So tell Mrs. Meta I have bought storage galore for my Lego. Yeah, no, I was just saying, yeah, that my missus has got loads and loads of storage. Well, obviously you saw the other day. But those boxes that I showed you the other day, she's basically got about, I want to say something ludicrous, like about 30 or 40 more storage boxes. And I'm always just like, why don't you use them for the rest of the Lego? And she's always like, I haven't got time to organise it, chicken. And I'm just like, whatever. Right, sorry that I'm a bit dark, folks. I'm trying to, oh yeah, that'll do. Like I said, I'm going to head off in a minute, guys, because I am getting close to my house and I desperately need to go and get some food. So let me have a look. Evening, brother, God bless. Hey, Jordan, how you going, mate? You all right? Like to subscribe, thank you very much. Yeah, it's very, very kind of you as usual. That bad, was it? Yeah, it was. See what I did there. Yeah, like I said, folks, I will be on, where did I get to? I'll be doing Friday Night SmackDown late night on Saturday night. Also, it has just occurred to me that the Mighty Reds are actually playing at Brighton this weekend. Unfortunately, for those of us who have children, they are playing at 12:30, which is when I've got my son, because my missus is at work at that time, which is not helpful, to say the least. So I will do a Liverpool live stream for the Brighton match. Just that might actually have to be on the Sunday. Well, look, to be honest, if anyone wants to talk to me on the SmackDown show, because obviously these things cross over, you're more than welcome to bring up the Liverpool result. We are playing Brighton away from home though, so I'm not hugely confident that that's going to be quite as positive as this evening, shall we say. What else have I got to tell you guys? Oh, very, very quickly, those of you who are AEW fans, I'm getting my AEW tickets for Wembley, not this Friday, but the Friday after, which should be cool. Looking forward to that. And also, speaking of the Mighty Reds, I will be going to Manchester in, when is it, 9 days, 8 days, for a big weekender, because I'm going to see Liverpool versus Borussia Dortmund. Really looking forward to that. Not a match, obviously. It's Liverpool legends versus Borussia Dortmund legends. Right, is there a light round here that I can use? Yeah, guys, this is as lit as you're going to get me, sadly. So, yes. Yeah, looking forward to that. So that'll be on channel a week on Saturday. There must be some... Why are there bloody streetlights out here for? Honest to God. Yeah, welcome to Beeston anyway. Come on, light, come on. Oh, right, that's the best I'm going to do. Anyway, folks, so yeah, there'll be, I'm going to try and do a live stream from Anfield, so just show you around the ground like I usually do, because obviously I don't get to go too often. This will probably be the last time I get to go this season, unfortunately, unless I can get tickets for the Paris Saint-Germain match, which I'm obscenely tempted to try and get, but whether I can do, I don't know. But leave that one with us. Thank you, yeah. You definitely look out for that as well. I'll try and get as many Dortmund players as I can for you to watch. Like I said, I'm really hoping that Karl-Heinz Riedler turns up, because I was a massive fan of his back in the day, and I loved it when he played for Liverpool. I tell you what, like I said before, what an absolute bloody gentleman. Really, really lovely man, Karl-Heinz Riedler. Really, really, a lot of respect for him. Is there anything else I need to tell you? I'm going to Leeds Horror Fest in... Yeah, no, don't worry, I will do. I definitely will do. I'm going to Leeds Horror Fest for the comic book horror crew amongst you, which is going to be at somewhere called Left Bank in Leeds. Really, really cool, like, it's like a converted church, basically, where they have, like, exhibitions and stuff, and it's like a full horror, like Comic Con basically. So that'll be on the channel. Come on, like, there we go. That'll be on the channel in about 3 weeks' time, maybe 2.5 weeks, something like that. And also, I will be going to see WrestleMania in a pub, which that could go. But that bus stream that you've just seen, this is me and the boys who you've never seen before watching wrestling in a pub. That one could go very, very right or very, very obscenely wrong. So, yeah, you might want to tune in for that, because it might be entertaining. Right, folks, I am actually outdoors, and obviously I need to keep my head on the swivel, because I don't want to get beaten up or anything. Not that I'm accusing the people of Beeston of doing that, obviously. But yeah, I'm going to head off, and I need to go and get some food, so yes. Have you booked your 3 weeks off yet? I'm doing it tomorrow, yeah. Let me put it this way, after what I've been put through the last week, they will be lucky if I don't book 7 weeks off, let alone 3. But I will keep that to myself for obvious reasons. But yes, thank you for asking. Right, guys, I'm going to get off. Brilliant, as per usual. Thank you for the support. It is appreciated, and thank you for sticking with me and stuff, and all of you guys and everything. And yeah, no, it's been fun. I will do some more live bus streams around Leeds. This is a brand new thing. This is awesome. But yes, I'm going to go and get a kebab, folks, because I can't be arsed cooking. So you all have a lovely night, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Yeah, look after yourself. Cool, nice one. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye.